What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a while since I've made any videos, and I hadn't seen a whole lot of information about this, but let me get straight to the point. The 12,000 XP, there's plenty of videos on this one, but man, this thing is awesome. What I want to talk about is communications with non-EG4 batteries. Specifically for me, the SUNGOLD Power Batteries, and I've got a future video coming where if everything works correctly, and I think it will, there's a new EcoFlow battery, 100 amp hour, that will communicate also with the SUNGOLDs to recognize it as one system pack for the EG4. So let's jump into the monitoring app and let's get going. And I'll show you how we've set this up. Okay guys, here we are in the EG4 monitoring app. It shows 5,680 watts, 90% state of charge. It's showing the BMS charge limit and all the usual suspects here. It shows all 5 batteries. If we look, it shows BMS charge limit 525 amps. And if we go to the maintenance page, I will show you how we set that up. Alright, so we'll hit the read button here. The key is, especially if you have Pylon Tech batteries, is set your battery type to lithium, of course, and then battery type 2, which is Pylon protocol. And I'll bring the camera over here and I'll show you physically how I've got this set up. But before I do that, let me show you in Solar Assistant. So Solar Assistant is currently connected to the EG4 inverter. It shows both legs, both sides, but here's what's the neat part. Since I'm using Solar Assistant, if I click the battery and I change the configuration, right now it's using the Victron Smart Shunt. If I go in here, and Adam DeLay made a video about this as well, but hasn't really been demonstrated on the EG4 12,000 XP. So if I change this, because I have a USB serial RS-232 plugged into the RS-232 port, which I'll show you here in just a moment. And if I hit save and then connect, okay, then we go back here to the dashboard, we look at our battery, we can see all the parameters of all 5 packs in Solar Assistant. Now I know you can do that with the EG4, I think the new LL batteries, the latest version, and the stack batteries, the Power Pro batteries. To my knowledge, you can't see this information on the older ones. You can see it in Solar Assistant, so I thought this might be interesting. You've got my high, low voltage. You can see every pack state of charge, all the voltage going in and out. And like I said, back here on the EG4 monitoring page, we have all the usual suspects. And in the app, it'll actually tell you that it sees all 5 banks. Let me show you that real quick. So let me pull up a screen recording real fast. The EG4 monitoring app. Okay. And if you notice right there, it's got battery capacity 502, battery parallel number 5, because I've got 5 stacks. So let me go over here to the battery packs. Alright guys, let me show you kind of the setup here, what we've got going on physically. The dip switches for each battery pack are obviously set according to the manual for SUNGOLD. So this is pack 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you out of frame there. The only difference that I've seen where people are having trouble communicating with Pylon Tech or different style batteries, almost all of them can do Pylon Tech, is it's not plugged into the CAN port. So that's real important that your battery is configured to accept Pylon Tech on the CAN port. So the CAN port to the EG4 12,000 XP. So this is just your standard Ethernet cable. I've actually demoed this with a 50-foot cable and it still worked. The RS-232 port on this particular battery, and I know some others have it, there's just an RS-232 to USB dongle going into, let me move my Klein there, my Orange Pi right there, okay? And then the Orange Pi is wirelessly, as you saw in other videos, connecting to the dongle on the EG4 12,000 XP. So between the Orange Pi or a Raspberry Pi, whatever you got, you can get every parameter you could possibly need between Solar Assistant and the EG4 monitoring app. But communications do work. It does throttle. It does everything that that you would think it would work through the CAN protocol. But it's important that you use the proper the proper protocol. And if if your battery can select Pylon Tech, just make sure that you've selected Pylon Tech, which is number 2, as we saw earlier in the app. Hopefully this helped someone. I know there were some communication issues that people are finding. I've had 0 issues with it. It works great. And I've got a new video coming out, new battery pack that's EcoWorthy's put out that I'm going to be testing. That's, if it works out, also can communicate here with the 12,000 XP, and it's a stellar price. Anyways, updates to come, guys. Hope to see you in the next one.